Welcome to my home garage. Are your sunroof gaps on your BMW this big? Well, take a look at that one. I'm gonna show you how to fix this today. First thing you're gonna do is this seal here, you're just gonna pull it back. It just fits in here like that. You're gonna tuck it in after on both sides. And then you're gonna remove those torque screws right there. And you gotta be careful because there is an alignment procedure for this. There is an alignment procedure for this, so I'm gonna mark the corners there with a marker so that I can get it back to the same spot. Once you have all those screws removed, you'll see that the glass moves up, and the direction the glass needs to go is back and up. So you're gonna push it back and up, okay? I can't really show you what I'm doing. So the first step once you disconnect the screws is you wanna slide this whole frame forward. And to do that, you need to have this glass tilted up. And by sliding this forward, you now have access, because you see the tray it sits in. So now we can pull it up and out, okay? But we don't need to pull it all the way out. All right, so you see, we have this thing completely out, sitting on the blankets, and we don't want it to sit on the seal because this is the part we're replacing. So this is it. See, the seal's so short. We're gonna clean this up. I'm gonna take off both sides, clean both these sides up. See how short it is? Okay, see how short the seal is? Okay, we're just gonna pull it out. And we're gonna tidy this whole area up, and we'll be right back. All right, take a look. So they're lined up here. That is your difference right there. So what I'm gonna do so they don't move is I'm just gonna get a little bit of upholstery glue and just kind of stick it in there a bit, and hopefully it helps make it tackier. All right, guys, this is how easy this is to install. It literally just, you can literally slide it from this end. Check it out. Look, first, get the bottom first. Click on the top. Slides into the hole. You just work it in. That's it. On the end there. So my plan is, we can either put it in dry, but BMW is saying to add silicone or like a glue to prevent this from shrinking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a tad of RTV right here in the center and over here. So I'll show you what I mean. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but I'm just gonna add a tad. Because they said 2 inches, so we're gonna go right here. Right here, and that's it. That's all I'm adding, because that'll be enough to hold this seal, and I'm gonna reinstall the seal. You can see the seal's nice. Actually, it could still come over slightly to be nice and flush, but I am very happy with that, because look at where it lines up here. So now we're just gonna install the next side. Here's the other side, same thing, nice and flush. There's actually a little, a dimple right there that it lines up to, okay? And then it slides in. Same thing in the back here, there's a little dimple that sticks out and this kind of folds over it. And that's what keeps everything nice and tight. So just go around and make sure it's nice and tight. Now we're gonna slide this glass back in. I'm gonna remove this and then settle the glass down in the bottom and equal it out. See how it's settled down in the glass? Just make sure all your gaskets are lined up nicely. Okay? Like I'm supposed to change this gasket as well. This one here. But I'll show you why in a second, why I'm not. Okay, so pretty much I'm gonna need 2 hands, but I'm just gonna start sliding this glass back in. So it kind of goes in like that and then back. See, once you slide the glass back in and you have this tray in here, now you can push the tray back, okay? So this is where we go in the vehicle. And we push the tray back into its place, if it wants to go. All right. Make sure that both sides are equal. Because if you're not going back equal, see, I don't know if you guys can see, but it doesn't matter, I need to see. Okay, so. Push it forward. Make sure it's okay. All right. Okay. Gotta push it from the outside. There. Slip down now. All right. Now it's in place. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but from the outside I was able to, oh, upside down. Take a look. Everything's lined up. But you gotta remember, it is way too sunken down now. And that's why I put marks. So now our goal is to line up our marks. Take a look at our green marks. See? We just want to get it roughly there and start tightening some screws. So what I'm gonna do is, it's hard for me to show you, but I'm just gonna put all the screws back, and then we'll level the center one out, raise it, level this one out, raise it, and just get them all one side at a time. Okay, I'll show you what the outside looks like. See how right now it's way too sunken. See, we gotta raise it up and get it nice and flush, because you gotta remember wind noise. So we're just gonna put it back exactly where it was. Just give me a second, guys, and I'm gonna get to do that. So I just soft set it. I mean, I didn't tighten them all the way down, but you can see my marks. You can see my marks are all in the green. So let's look outside and see what it looks like. I would say that looks pretty good right there. Take a look. Yeah, you just want to feel around, check your gaskets. And you remember, you always want this a little lower than this one so that the wind can creep over. Take a look at your gasket seal. Your new one looks great. Okay. Same thing here, it's a little low, but like I said, the wind comes down, so it should be fine. So now I feel confident. I check this side. Yeah, maybe that side needs to come up slightly. Meh. Might be playing with, so I'm just gonna tighten them down. All right, guys, so here is the final install. And all the adjustments are made to make sure that it's nice I even adjusted the front glass so that it's a little bit more clean. Same idea, it's just 2 screws here. The final seal we can replace, is this one. Sometimes it gets a gap here and it starts moving. So we're just gonna replace it because we already bought it. And the updated, hold on. All right, so the new seal's here. I had already bought it, and what the updated way to do it is you apply a little bit of RTV or a special contact glue here in the center, and it's always like 2 inches off the end, like here. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna install it same way we did the other one. So same thing, you guys can see I'm literally just gonna get a little bit of RTV, just a dab, because it stays flexible. I'm just gonna put it like that in the center, just like this, and on the other side. Okay, so now we just let me see if I can get you guys a good view of what I'm doing. Okay, it's hard because everything's falling. Pretty much, give me a second, I'll show you guys after I get it started. Okay, as you guys can see, the seal now sits very tight to the edge, which is what we want. Okay. The other side is exactly the same, so it pretty much clips in the bottom underneath and rolls over. So if you can see by the way the design of that is right there. See? So you roll it from under and then over and then snap it in, and you keep rolling. And remember, we applied RTV, so that should prevent it from sliding. Okay? So then you just run your finger along it, make sure it's all in, because see right here, look, whoa. Right there, it is not snapped in. So what we got to do is roll it from the bottom and over, bottom and over. Okay, so it always snaps from the bottom first. If you don't snap it from the bottom, it's not going to go into place. Okay. And feel with your finger, run it along the whole bottom and just make sure that it's all clipped in. We're gonna check the other side. Sorry the video's so raw, I don't have anyone to help me. But same idea. Run your finger along the bottom and make sure that it's nice and flush. Make sure your seam here is good. Okay. And now we're gonna close it. And here it is closed. See, that is acceptable right there, because this does flex because it rides along here. So now it's closed. You can see our gap is nothing because this part is actually flexible because it rides along this channel here. As you can see, now we've closed up that gap. We've closed up this gap here, and the same thing on the other side. See, this gap looks good. This rides in the channel. And there's this gap here, it's good. And this is acceptable because this is a seal and we want it to seal. So you can see, that's good. I'm happy with that because if it goes any deeper, this seal starts poking up. But right now, you can see the air is gonna come down. That's what we want. We want the air to glide over. We don't want it to get trapped. Okay, so I am very happy with our sunroof seal install. The seals are tremendously expensive, and we'll keep the old one. Here are the old ones. You're looking at like almost 300 bucks right here, just in rubber seals. Part numbers. Okay, and For some reason in my box it came with an extra seal, but I'll tell you, I have not seen where this would actually go. So I think it's just a mistake in packaging. We'll leave it here in case that seal ever fails again. So thanks for watching, guys.